like what, like a fancier version of a crunchy.
Yes, they are.
And like if you eat like, I remember my first week of working with you guys, I had like maybe like four in one in like a day once, and it made I was like buzzing around, like I thought I was gonna die. I felt like I was on a I'd taken loads of drugs and I was on like a trip and I just wanted it to end. You know when you get really drunk and you're
Yeah.
just, oh, I just want this to end. That's what I felt like.
Yeah, well, that's one of the perks of Sugar Rush. It makes you feel really happy in the beginning, and at some point you can feel your. I sometimes when I eat too much chocolate, I can find my heart, my palpitations are faster, and I can feel this like, okay, it's a little bit too much, and I want it to end, but I know it's not going to be ending for quite a long
Well, a
time.
lot of people find it funny, like when you say you work in a chocolate factory, that's why we said at the start.
Mm.
Straight away, everyone's like, love that, really good. Um, and then like people ask, oh, you must eat so much. You're like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I say sometimes, oh, you get like you can get a little bit sick of it sometimes. Like you need a little bit of a break, and like people are just like, no, like incorrect. And I've never got like to the point where I'm like, no. I've never been like chocolate. I hate it. But have you ever got to that point?
No, um, I think what I have to on time, I don't eat everything. I'm very picky with what I choose to eat. So because I think when, for instance, when people start, when newbies come in, I always have this. I always say to them, look, you can eat whatever you want and the quantity that you want, because I think the most you try to say to people, do not eat or not kind of not allowing is not really a good thing. I think it's important for them to actually try and eat the products that they are working with. But I also find that naturally then people will either stop to eat that much or either then end up going and choosing what they eat. And I think that's quite actually good because in a way you also kind of indulging people to actually train their own palates because I'm pretty sure the taste that you had when you started from the taste that you had when you left is not exactly the same. It might be me dropping here and there a few things about it, but it's also about your own body, what your own body recognizes as what it likes or not.
I'm still pretty open to like anything. I know like when we have certain stuff, you were like maybe not all for it. I will still eat anything. Like me and Tom, who work together, we pretty much eat anything. He's like really bad, but like, I'm still pretty open. But yeah, I get what you mean. Like even with like knowing all the different products,
Mm.
like when I eat something else, I say, "Oh, that's like this thing, blah blah blah," like, and that's got that ingredient in it, or something like that. And my friends are like, "It's just chocolate, just eat it." Okay.
Yeah, I think it doesn't remove the fact that, for instance, I will go, sometimes I go for things that usually I will not, like when I feel a little bit like I need a little bit more sugar, or sometimes there are things that are not naturally very, very indulgent. And you kind of, when you're feeling a little bit low, you really look, your body almost crave those things that will make you feel kind of very nice and kind of warm. And they're quite round. So it's still, but um, I think I'm thinking of someone that is been working there for many, many years. And this lady always says, like, I don't eat anything apart milk chocolate all
Yeah,
the time.
I know what you're talking about.
It,
Yeah,
it's quite interesting. But the other day I gave her dark chocolate, saying that it was milk, and she ate it. And it was covered on cocoa powder, so she couldn't actually know. And I was like, so, and she's like, I love it. It's really, really good. And I was like, okay. And I didn't say it was dark chocolate because I say, if I say I'm going to spoil for her. But I thought it was quite nice to actually have this. I think sometimes we also place things in our minds that are set and we think we don't like something else. And it's quite interesting how those things work. Which fascinates me about it is times we have um, so we are only doing online at the moment and home deliveries, and we have had very good sales for this Easter online, which is precedent for the company, and it's been really interesting because the we like having a look of what sold straight away, and that what we have sold out of, and then how people then transition to other products. There is some similarities. Like, for instance, I think people really like nuts and chocolates together. So there was one of the first ones to go, and then the main product was sold out, and then how then they transitioned for something that had nuts but wasn't like straight away.